once again to PNP Cyrus Poonawalla CBSE English Medium School, Nagaon, Alibag. So let's start one more new lesson. Last time already we have completed one lesson. Today we are taking something new. We are taking block 7, which is all about writing a review. So in which we are going to learn subject and predicate. As we know that subject means one who does an action and predicate means that action. Okay, so here today we are going to understand what is called as subject and predicate. So let's start a journey of subject and predicate. As you can see here in this picture, okay, so whenever we write any sentence, to make a complete sentence, we should have two things. One is subject, second one is predicate. First subject is which tells who or what. Okay. Second, which is a predicate, which tells what the subject does or is. Here you can see they have shown a railway. Engine is there and bogies are there, correct? Or you can see here. Okay, so just try to understand these examples. Every complete sentence contains two parts. One is a subject and one is a predicate. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. How? Let's see. Just try and understand. It's very easy. Now you have to remember only two things, that every subject has got two important parts. There one is a subject, another or the remaining part is a predicate. Like here in this example, as you can see here, I hope you can see, Judy and her dog run on the beach every morning. So what we have to do, simply we have to ask a question. We have to ask a question to the remaining part of the sentence. Simply we have to just see from where there is a verb, from that sentence we have to take, like run on the beach every morning. Run on the beach every morning, correct? So we have to just simply ask a question. What we have to do, we have to ask a question with simply who. Okay, who run on the beach every morning? Who run on the beach every morning? And what we are getting, or what answer we are getting? Judy and her dog. So whenever we ask a question with who and or when, and we are getting an answer, then it is nothing but simply a subject. Like this one is a subject and the remaining part is all a predicate. Okay, this remaining part is all a predicate. As you can see, this remaining part is a predicate. It is telling us more. Judy and her dog, what they did? Okay, run on the beach every morning. Okay, next you can see here the explanation of this same. Judy and her dog run on the beach every morning. First we have to find the verb and then make a question by placing who or what before it. So first what we have to find out in the sentence, we have to find out a verb in the sentence. Like you can see here, the verb in the sentence is nothing but run. The word which shows an action is called as verb, that we know, that we have already learnt, correct? So here verb is run. So we have to frame a question in such a manner wherein we'll get a remaining part as an answer. Like you can see here, the part which has been written in a black color, you can see this much part which is been written in a black color, correct? So that part will be our answer and that is going to be our subject. How? Just simply do one thing. Who run on the beach every morning? And what answer we are getting? Judy and her dog, correct? We are getting this part as an answer. So this is nothing but a subject. This is nothing but a subject, correct? Are you getting the simple thing? Okay, this part is a subject. Now next we'll try one. Okay, so I'll also come to know whether you have understood or not. You can see here we spilled popcorn on the floor. We've spilled popcorn on the floor. So what we have to do here, we have to first find out the verb. Can you tell me verb of this sentence? Yes, it is correct. The verb of the sentence is nothing but spilled. Nothing but spilled, correct? So this is the verb. So from here we have to take this complete sentence in a question or for framing a question. So what question we have to frame, like who spilled popcorn on the floor? Who spilled popcorn on the floor? We are going to ask the question by using who. Okay, we are going to frame question like this. Who spilled popcorn on the floor? And what answer we are getting? We are getting this part as an answer. We. Who spilled? We. So we is nothing but a subject and the remaining part is all predicate, means subject is giving extra information to us. Okay, so that extra information is nothing but predicate, is nothing but a predicate, correct? Like you can see here, they have done the same thing. We spilled popcorn on the floor. Who? We can't ask here question with what spilled popcorn on the floor. No, who spilled? There is a person, somebody has done that, and hence we need to ask the question with who, correct, as it is a person. So you can see here some of the sentences they have given and you have to find out the subject and predicate. Can you do this for me? Let's try one by one. In this particular sentence we'll start with first sentence. My little brother broke his finger. Okay, so we have to first find out verb. So we got this verb. So from verb till the end all the sentence is complete. Now we have to add here. We have to add here. What we have to add here? Simply one question, that is who who broke his finger. And what answer we are getting? We are getting this part as an answer, my little brother. Okay, so the part we use for asking or framing question is nothing but a predicate. Okay, and the part which we are getting as an answer, who broke his finger? My little brother. So my little brother is a subject. Okay, he is the doer of an action in this particular sentence. Understood? So let's try for another sentence as well. We'll take the second sentence also so that we'll get enough practice and all our doubts get clear. Just take the second sentence. His uncle Bob asked for directions. Okay, so once again here in this sentence we have to find out verb. So which is the verb? Ask. This word ask is a verb, correct? So the remaining part is, of course, it is going to be a predicate that you have understood, but how? So for that, what we have to do, his uncle Bob asked for directions. So first we have to just frame a question. Now here, his uncle Bob, okay, his uncle Bob. So we have to frame a question. Whose uncle Bob? Okay, sorry, who asked for directions? Who asked for directions? Here we have to just add one word. Who asked for directions? Okay, we have to frame this question, and we are getting answer. His uncle Bob. So his uncle Bob is nothing but a subject. As you can see here, this is a subject. Correct. Now let's check the third sentence as well. Those soldiers carried guns. So here you have to find out what is the verb. The verb is simply carried. We can easily understand. Okay, carried guns. Now once again the simple question we have to ask. Who carried guns? Those soldiers. We are getting this part as an answer. Those soldiers carried guns. So this is nothing but a subject. It is a subject and this part is predicate. Now let's just check the last part as well. Let's check the last part as well. The last sentence. Our babysitter arrived late. Our babysitter arrived late. So once again you have to find out the verb in this sentence. You can simply check here, our babysitter arrived late. Okay, so once again you can see here this arrived is a verb and the remaining part is also we have to take in that, and we have to add at the starting simple question word, that is nothing but who arrived late. Who arrived late, and we are getting answer. Our baby sitter arrived late. Correct. So this is nothing but simply a subject. Are you getting? So it's easy. Now you can you find out the predicates? Already we have done with these sentences. My little brother broke his finger. Who broke his finger? Okay. Or what my little brother broke his finger. His uncle Bob asked for directions. Who asked for directions? So whatever sentence starting with verb, okay, whether it is broke his finger, so that part is nothing but a predicate. Correct. We have already seen these sentences, so there is no scope for confusion. If you are feeling confused, please let me know. You can call me, you can WhatsApp me, and I'll solve your each and every query. Correct. You can see here the sentences which are given in pink color, okay, or the part of the sentence which is been given in a pink color like this. Okay, this is nothing but a predicate. Correct. So here from your textbook you have to just find out some of the things. These are the questions in your textbook. Just check block 7, this block, and you will get these question answers. Already we have completed a lesson. After that lesson only these questions are there. Correct. So fill in the blanks by choosing the correct subject. The brown dash were running in the meadow. As you can see here, where they have used this particular they have used this particular verb which shows the helping verb, which shows they are many, or for a plural form we use this, where in present tense it is are and in past tense it changes to were. Okay, So we need to use horses since it is for use for many. The brown horses were running in the meadow. Correct. Next, B. Dash is very different from the book. Dash. The dash is. They have used is, which shows it is meant for a single or one thing. So here we have to select one which is not a plural form. So this first one is not a plural form. Movie. Correct. So second answer is movie. So like that, find out answer of C and D. It is very easy. Now next, circle the subject and underline the predicate in the sentence. Here in question number 2, what you have to do? You have to simply find out a subject and predicate. Only change is that you have to circle a subject and you have to underline the predicate. Correct? So here, each morning I look out of my window at the sunrise. So you have to find out the subject and predicate. So when I look out of my window at the sunrise, okay, so answer is each morning. Here answer is each morning, but the thing is that this I is subject. Look out of my window at the sunrise. Okay, so this is simply a predicate. Who look out of my window at the sunrise? I. Okay, each morning is complement, which is something extra to the predicate or which is been used for giving extra information about predicate. Okay, next, Sonia wants the last orange. We have to just find out first what we have to find out a verb. Okay, when we get verb, simply just complete the sentence, add who or what. Here this Sonia is a person, hence we can't use what. Instead we need to use who. Who wants the last orange? And we are getting this answer. Sonia wants the last orange. So Sonia is a name of a person. As you know that in most of the cases subject is a name of a person, place or a thing. Okay, means we use noun in subjects or we use pronoun as a subject. So here Sonia is a subject and the remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Correct. So you have to circle subject and you have to underline the predicate. So I'm keeping two sentences for your practice. So please solve B and D. Correct? Very good. Next, write your own sentences using the subjects. They have given subject, the peacock, the soldier. So you have to frame your own sentence like the peacock. The peacock is my favorite bird. The peacock is my favorite bird. Like that you can write. Correct? The soldier. You have to write a sentence wherein the soldier would be a subject and you have to add a predicate to it. You have to add something to it. That is going to be the predicate. Correct? So do it. You have to write these both sentences. Though I have given one example, write your own example. You have to make a sentence wherein the peacock and the soldier would be a subject. You have to add something to it so it will get a predicate part. Correct. Next, write your own sentences using the predicates. In the second part, what they have done, instead subject they have given predicate and we have to add some subject to it. Work very hard. You can write Rakesh work very hard. So Rakesh is going to be a subject and work very hard is going to be a predicate part. Correct? So like that only complete B as well. Next, fourth one, write a summary of the main events of the story No Ordinary Soldier. So you have to write main events summary. In short, you have to write about the story of No Ordinary Soldier, which we have already completed. Correct? Fifth one also is there, which is from Chakravarti Investigates. Name the main characters of the story Chakravarti Investigates. Write the main events that took place in the story. Here also you have to do the same thing. You have to write the characters, like Chakravarti was there and all other characters, their names you have to write, and you have to write about the main events which took place in the story. In short, you have to write it, correct? So next, which is the sixth question, you have to combine the subjects or predicates of each pair of sentences with and to make one sentences. What you have to do? You have to use and you have to combine the sentence. Like we ate on the bus, we slept on the bus. It's a repetition. So you can do one thing. We ate and slept on the bus, correct? And you will get one sentence. Second, B. Copper has many uses. Iron has many uses. So you can write copper and iron has many uses. So you have to complete the remaining C and D. Correct? So we have completed these question answers. You have to write them and you have to send it to me. In case of any query, doubt, difficulty, please let me know. You can call me, you can WhatsApp me. I'm always there to help you. So thank you so much, students. Thanks a lot. We'll meet once again next time with another story or a poem. Thank you so much. Take care.